father, and my father, he was a great man. He was a man of God, and he pastored a couple of churches for many years. And although he's not here today, he passed away back in 2007. And he was a pretty older guy compared to most fathers who my friends, who I was friends with. But I was listening to Tim, talk, and he was talking about how his father didn't really get to play, didn't go out and play football with him, play sports with him. But my father was kind of the same way, because when I was born, my father was 54 years old, and I think that he encouraged me. He didn't really care about me playing sports. He was just more so, whatever you do, give it your all, give it your best. Whatever you do in life, make sure you do it, up to your potential, your ability. And so, I started playing sports, and sports has been a big part of my life. And I idolized guys, growing up, and just getting to this point, as going through life. And I remember the things that my father said, as he was raising me. I know one of the things he would always tell me is, don't. I said, Leonard, it's times in life where you can't do everything that everyone else does. And at the time, being young, I didn't understand that. And so as I got into college, I kind of understood. I started to understand what he meant by that. You can't do things that everyone else do. You can't go out and party all night. All things of that nature. And I started to understand that. And so as time goes on, it makes you become more of a, when you think about it, start to become more responsible, you start to become more responsible, and then as I after I got married, and started having kids, I got two little girls. They're 7 and 5 right now, and I see the difference. I see the difference in them. I don't really like comparing children, to other people's children, but you know what? When you can see the difference, in how your children are raised compared to other children, especially children without fathers, I can really see that. I saw it growing up. I saw it when I got in high school. In college, the players that my teammates that I played with, and I see it even now in this league that we play in. These grown men that grew up without fathers in their lives, and you can kind of from a biblical standpoint, you can see the different lifestyles that they live and where they stand. But me personally, I'm grateful to be standing here today and to be honored, to receive this award. And I guess one thing that I would really encourage us as men, especially,